Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I am your host, Michael Karvelis, and this is Daily Dive. It is Thursday, January the 1st, 2026, and this show begins now. I hope that you stayed safe. If you did party last night, I hope that you're here and feeling well. If you're not, we'll try to take your mind off things and try to and hope that you don't oh my goodness. And hope that we don't make your headache worse. But regardless, we are live streaming via the airwaves of North American Talk Radio's YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel before you leave today's episode. We have other great shows and live sports, including a college basketball, men's and women's doubleheader this Saturday. So stay tuned for that. You can also subscribe to the channel for $1.99 a month USD. There's exclusive content, including watch parties exclusive just to you if you pay. On today's awesome show, I'm going to start off with a Rochester Nighthawks hot take. They're playing Colorado this weekend, but this is not about that. This is about the bigger picture. So stay tuned for that. We'll bring in Tim Dillon, a.k.a. Senor Siete Siete, as he talks to us about Faceoffs. We'll talk about last week's predictions. This week's predictions for Tim Dillon, his 3 NLL headlines, and did he get his Tonka yet? I gotta know. And finally, we'll be creating the narrative for week number 6. What are NLL fans talking about with these games? This show is presented by the ticketing platform at natalkradio.com. When you head over to North American Talk Radio's website, click the event tickets tab, and you'll be taken straight to Vivid Seats, where you can type in your favorites or local National Lacrosse League team. It doesn't even have to be an NLL game. It can be other sporting events or concert or theater. Please check that out. natalkradio.com. Click the event tickets tab today. And now it's time to get into a smoldering Rochester Nighthawks take from myself. So Rochester, we know, is playing in Colorado this weekend, and so far Rochester has been the talk of the town. The first game for Rochester, they took out San Diego. Not only did they themselves score 15 goals in San Diego, Rylan Hartley made 58 saves, I would say 40 of which were absolutely a masterclass. It was unbelievable what Rylan Hartley did. You're like, oh, Seals offense, wow, is it a problem with them? Or is Rochester's defense that improved? Because that was a story coming in to this regular season. Now, next up, they played versus the Philadelphia Wings, and that was 2 weeks ago. And they took out Philadelphia 15-11, even though that was not indicative of the final score in that game because it was a blowout. And in the end of that game, Rochester made more headlines by not just being 2-0, but by having a goalie fight featuring their own goalie, Rylan Hartley, who had the 58 state performance, who was awesome again against Philadelphia, against Nick Damoud. So they've been the talk of the town, and they are the only unbeaten team left. But they've only played 2 games. And while I do think, full disclosure, I haven't even made my picks or best bets yet for this weekend. That comes tomorrow's show. I'm going to say it, folks. I'm picking Rochester again. But here is my issue. Are they really that good? It has been the fact that we are in week 6 and Rochester is the only unbeaten team at 2-0 speaks to the scheduling conflicts the NLL faces. It also speaks to the fact how fun this league is. It's also why, side note, I kind of want it to stay week to week. I don't care how many games we have. I want to say 1, maybe 2 games a week, and it's mainly on weekends. I love this. But my take is this. Rochester has 5 very important games this weekend. And I mean amazing games. They have a home and home with Buffalo Bandits once again. They have a home and home with the Vancouver Warriors. And they play host to the Saskatchewan Rush. What do those 3 teams have in common? And I could have thrown in the Halifax Thunderbirds. But those 3 teams have in common this. Buffalo, defending champs. They always take Rochester's pants off, regular or postseason. Vancouver, they are the preseason champs for everyone's predictions, including my own. They can take Rochester's pants off, including last year's playoffs. I believe it was 2-0 sweep. And then Saskatchewan, they made the finals last year. And the Rush are a great defensive team. So when you look at those 5 games, 3 of which are at home for Rochester, I have something I want people to hear because I think it matters for this team. As great as they look, as great as I want them to look, I love Taylor Jensen, love Connor Fields. They come on the show. I think Rylan Hartley is one of the best goalies in the league when he's healthy. Love what they do there. I'm not sold. And I believe if they cannot win at least 2 of those 5 games, I don't care if they win every other game they play. They are not winning squat, and they know that. Because, again, it's not just the fact that the other teams are contenders. It's not the fact that Rochester's not gotten there. It's the fact that those teams pants Rochester in regular or postseason. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. Rochester simply, historically, at least in this regime of Rochester, can't hang with the big dogs. So what are you going to do about it, Nighthawks? What are you going to do about it? The game in Colorado this weekend, sure, you might win. But if you lose, if you cannot win 2 games against Buffalo with a doubleheader, Vancouver doubleheader, and then Colorado, and then Saskatchewan, you don't hang with the big boys. You're going to keep on being the same old hyped up but soft Rochester. So again, they must win 2 of those games. And I think they got to be competitive in 3 or 4 of them. Again, we've seen the great offense. We've seen Rylan Hartley, but they get punched in the mouth by the big boys. If you can't beat the good teams in the regular season, why would anybody, including yourselves, be confident? Rochester, I do believe in you, but this game this weekend means next to nothing for me because I know what your ceiling should be. When we come back to this awesome show, I'm going to talk to Tim Dillon, who is going to be helping us bring in the new year. Sure, we'll do that. Faceoff predictions, Trust to see his AK3 NL headlines if he has them. And does he have the Tonka yet? Oh boy. You're watching Daily Dive. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Welcome back to Daily Dive. I'm your host, Michael Karvelis. It is January 1st, 2026. You are watching the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talks from the planet. I just gave you my Rochester hot take, basically saying they're soft, and I don't think the game this weekend at Colorado means anything. And by soft, I mean they can do better, because I do believe those 5 games against Buffalo, Vancouver, and Saskatchewan are going to be the key for how they play this year. Or they're contenders. Stay tuned for creating the narrative, but now it's my pleasure and my honor, if you will, to bring in a very special guest once again. I'm going to bring on my graphic down real quick. All right, it is now time to bring in, for the new year, Senor Tefete Sieta. Tim, what is that? Tim Dillon is back. Yeah. Oh, the Mexican ladies love us, man. New mask for Timmy D. What can I say? Don't
Sí, señor Michael. Sí, señor Michael.
Don't sport a clown mask, but
we are in the no. This is USA, baby. USA, right here. Always rocking.
That's fair. I know you crossed into the country. I love it. Thank you for your service.
We are in the new year. New year.
That is grape juice. I love it. I'm kidding.
It is. The Tim Dillon does not drink. Tim Dillon does not drink. He's an athlete.
Good for him. Good job, sir. How have you been? How was your night?
It was a long one last night. You know,
it was a long one. Hey, listen, man. If the grape juice is flowing, it's what we do, baby. I love this. Love it. All right, so I do want to get to this because I have these written down. We're not going to go through these like crazy. I'm just going to mention what you had last week, and thank you for always giving us your predictions. Last week you said Jake Withers would go 72% against Naso. That was also. We'll talk about this one in just a minute, but hold on a minute. So 12 of 23 for Withers. 52% was 20% less. We'll talk about that in a minute. Nick Rowlett goes 56% against Jay Thornbear. You did nail that one because you said 60%. We'll give you the victory there. Hammer Jackson, you said 90% against whoever Toronto was rolling out. They rolled out Jubenville, Brad Cree, Phil Mazuka. Hammer Jackson went 23 of 32. So 71%. Not terrible for you. I think we can chalk that up as a victory. Georgia, Colorado, you did say 55% Pilato. He got 76%. Buffalo, Calgary, you said 55% Ignacio. Ignacio was 66%. I would say that's like a 3-2 week. I think you pretty much nailed Nick Rowlett. I think Hammer Jackson was a good pick, and Ignacio. So we'll say 3-2. Does that sound fair for the face-off predictions?
Yeah, I gotta say, I know I've been tough on Naso, but I will say this publicly and for the record. I was impressed with what he did. Let me say, like I was talking to Levi Anderson this last weekend, and he was telling me that they trust Naso to do what he needs to do, but he still is inexperienced. He still runs with his head down, and he's sometimes hard to trust running around because he runs his head down. He doesn't know everything yet.
Gets blasted.
He does get blasted a lot, and it doesn't help. And
he's good.
Yeah, he's doing good. And God, he's doing good. But yeah, man.
I think Hammer Jackson's he's been awesome for Vegas. You knew that was going to happen, but he has been refreshing. I think that Pallado kid has been special for Colorado. I mean, that dude, I believe you said he was like a rookie. You talked about him preseason. He's been good. But yeah, I do want to say, as a person who did broadcast Jake Naso at Montana Lacrosse League, Naso told me that was his first ever box experience. What he's doing in this league is ridiculous. Hanging with Jake Withers in any form is amazing. The fact that he can almost, like the last 3 or 4 matchups they've done, he's been right there historically. It's impressive. It really is.
Yeah,
He's a dog.
Please excuse me. I'm a little under the weather here. It's just been hailing and raining and very cold weather.
It's hailing?
Yeah, it's hailing right now. It's very cold weather where I'm at.
Well, I hope that you guys are staying safe, sir.
I am, sir. I am.
Wow.
But what I will say is, face-off world right now is it's pretty consistent. We are seeing a lot of things. Well, I can guarantee you, I can tell you 100% certainty that I guess this might be one of the headlines. Joe Nardella is gonna be out for the rest of the season.
Oh,
He had knee surgery.
was he
his
trying to
third
get
one,
back?
and it looks like to be a 7-month recovery period. Now, if he does somehow pull it off where he comes in, that's amazing. But what I can tell you is, and this might be another headline here,
Oh, no.
that during the Man Cup run, when the Bellies were in the Man Cup, Hammer Jackson was a 72%, 90% guy for that team all year. Best faceoff guy in the WLA and potentially senior A at that stage. They told him that they're not going to put him on the 25-man roster for the Man Cup, and they actually tried to bring in Joe Nardella to replace him, and Joe Nardella said no.
Because he was recovering, probably.
Yes, but he's
That point, right?
Because
what?
those guys work together a lot. Those guys coach together. They work together, and imagine you're Hammer, right? You just took your team to the Man Cup. You just beat a bunch of guys in the playoffs, and now, in your home barn in your home city, you're not even allowed to play or suit up. So
I do want to get to Max Adler. I forgot to mention this to you backstage. I apologize. Max Adler comes out of retirement. Well, semi-retirement, they're calling it. He does get traded, is the word on the streets now. That he does that. Well, I think that they posted it now. But Vancouver traded for a 6th-rounder for Max Adler, who was a one-time champion with the Bandits. Has been people are hyping this up because he was in Buffalo. He's like a 50% guy at best.
So,
and I think the guys are getting better.
Now let me tell you something right here, brother. All right?
Uh-oh.
Max Adler, one of my favorite players of all time. All right, I literally have a jacket that he used to own, and over there,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, let me tell you something. Max Adler is, you could say, he was the greatest faceoff guy for 3 years, from 2018 to 2021 or to 2020.
He only played 2 years. Oh, he's in the PLL. You lump because I know he played with PLL. You're right.
Yeah. So MLL, PLL, NLL. You can make the argument that 2018 championship with the Denver Outlaws, he was face-off guy of the year. And then he goes into the PLL next year. He's doing pretty good. And then he phases out slowly. Then he goes full-time box. And he wins championship, right? What I can tell you is this. Max Adler, the only reason he's even in this position is because he works for ESPN. And ESPN is giving him a job in California.
Which is awesome, by the way.
Yes, it is awesome. Great for you, Max. Like, get that money, dog.
Heck yeah. It beats Bristol, Connecticut.
Yes. But and then now they're pitting him up for a couple months in Vancouver. That's good content for ESPN. Good all around for everybody.
True.
But that's really like the major reason too.
Correct.
And dude, I love the guy. I played at Bentley, good D2 school. And really just believed in himself and got the job done, and all-time pro, champ in every league,
right?
Undersized, underrated guy.
Have you seen? I know you've heard the stat before, but Hutton Jackson did remind people he has played in a pro lacrosse championship since 2017 to 2023. So every year he's been in the. He actually won titles with the Denver Outlaws. They were the Outlaws then.
Yeah.
Or whatever they were called then. The 2021 Chaos and 2023 Bandits. He's played every year. He's been in a pro. He's played in the Pro Lacrosse Championship. That's an awesome stat.
Yeah, I love that for Max. I think it's great, but I really don't know how that's going to affect him in this league right now.
Dude,
Because
the face-off guys are so good, man.
I would assume that that's a very smart pickup by Vancouver.
And Malak, they were, by the way, for the record, as we're going here, 24% was the success rate for Vancouver. I thought that was bad, but it wasn't awful. The fact that Malosky brings in Adler, do face-offs matter, Tim Dillon? I think you say yes.
I would say so, absolutely. But I would also have to say that if they are going to trade him, we have to take into account that they're probably waiting for Stathakis to get healthy, right?
Yeah, well, that's because a couple things. I'm glad you mentioned that whatever. I don't know if he gets signed somewhere else or trades, but here's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. Do we think Stathakis is out longer, or, and I'm not saying to predict, I'm just asking, or do you think it's more of Adler is going to help out, and whether or not Stathakis comes back, then he'll find a new team? It's very interesting because look at the Western Coast teams, Tim Dillon. You got Baptiste in San Diego, Hammer Jackson in Vegas, Ignacio in Calgary. Like, there's no room for him on the West Coast. So what is the deal here?
Well, I would say, are you ever seeing Stathakis or Adler here?
Adler, but because Stathakis is in Vancouver, so where does Adler go if he's only on the West Coast? I don't know.
Well, I would say this. I would say face-off guys is a very cut and dry position. Either you're playing or not. You're helping the team, you're helping the team. If you're not, you're probably going to get cut or traded. Okay?
Correct.
So availability is the best ability here. Ultimately here, Mike, what you're going to be seeing is probably Max might play a couple games for them till they have Stathakis healthy, or they might play the whole season if he's hot. Because what I know about the leadership and the ownership of Vancouver Warriors head coach, he does not like face-off guys that much. When Hammer was on that team, he told him, "You win, you stay." Right? He cut him down to the ALL, even though he was a 72% guy, and really stunted his growth for a little bit. So I would just have to say, Stathakis seems to be thriving because that's the guy they want. And they're probably going to stick with him, but they're probably going to bring in Max because they need to win. They need to consistently get the ball back, all that great stuff,
Right.
But if I could see a trade happening, I would see a trade maybe going to Georgia, maybe going to Rochester. I doubt it. I completely doubt it.
That's what I'm saying. Because the whole reason he's back is because
the only reason he's back is he's working a job there.
Right.
And they're pitting him up. So I really do think maybe the trade is to trade Stathakis because he can't stay healthy and he's not a vet. And, he's having a hard time on defense. So I would say maybe Stathakis goes to Georgia. Maybe he goes to Denver. Maybe he goes to Rochester.
That's so good. Oh, that's so cool. But
also you gotta realize Stathakis played his lacrosse in Denver. So maybe we see a trade where Stathakis goes to Denver, and now they have Stathakis, Jack Hanna, offense.
But then Pilato, maybe Pilato gets traded. I don't know. It's weird. It's wild. I think
we really could see a two-person trade here. I think we could see Stathakis get traded to Colorado, and then Colorado's face guy get traded to Georgia.
There's something cooking regardless. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I know it's the holidays have passed. I swear to God they've been. I have to ask you, dude, please tell me. I asked you to surprise me. Do you have the Tonka?
No. I was working with it this weekend though, but it was not mine per se. Mine did get shipped, but mine is going to LA to get strung up by a pro stringer and to get a dye job.
Oh, so you know what? I'm so glad you said that.
All of them have been sent out. There's only like 100 left. Like they're sold out almost.
Oh yeah, the 100 that they had. Anyway,
they did. They had like 1,000 plus. They had a ton of heads.
Well, here's my thing.
You understand?
I'm glad you
Mike,
told me that. I'm never pre-ordering anything.
As much as they deal with the online stuff, a lot of it is in store. Like they have so many locations in store across Canada. Yeah, they're in every store in Canada, basically. And they sell them there. Really, most of their sales are in person. And then they do a lot of online sales. But you understand, with the states and tariffs, it's a little harder. But no, mine got shipped on the 25th, and they're in LA right now.
So yours is technically in your hands. You're just waiting for. So who's stringing it? Can you say that, or you just don't? You don't care?
Nick Coyne. He's gonna be stringing up mine. Equipment manager for Team USA.
So it would be with you if someone else didn't string it for you right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
they would be with me. Yeah,
but will he have it done by next Wednesday or Thursday when you come back on?
I would say probably not. The holidays right now.
Oh my goodness!
The holidays. The holidays right now. He's on vacation right now. Plus, anyway, he's having a good time. So it really is not a huge deal. It's not huge. I'm not playing any games right now. It's not a huge deal.
Okay, so let's do your predictions. I think these are fun. Let's finish off your headlines. I know you've already given us one or two of them. Do you have any more before we start the predictions?
Yeah, let me think. I was able to hang out with a lot of Faceoff guys over the weekend at this event. Yes. Let me think here. I remember some really cool stuff.
No. If you don't have them, it's fine.
No, I do.
There's NLL headlines. It doesn't have to be who you.
Yeah, no, but like I have some insider information, Mike. Like I'm trying to see what I can say on the air right now. All right.
Good point. Good point.
Not trying not to get in trouble, man.
Don't burn bridges.
What I can say is I talked to Levi Anderson, and SDX with Levi Anderson probably going to happen. STX is about to roll out a brand new equipment line with all box orientated, and Levi Anderson is going to be a big part of that, and Joe Nardella.
That's cool.
I talked to Nick Rowlett. He's doing really good.
You talked to Nick Rowlett?
I did talk to Nick Rowlett. He's feeling really healthy. He's playing really good. He did get punched in the lip by his former college teammate, and they now have some beef. The first shift.
To a Thorn Bear?
Yeah.
Or is this somewhere else?
No, it was the first shift of the last Philadelphia game, and he got punched in the mouth by his former college teammate.
So Thorn, or who was that? Do you know?
I don't remember. I just know he played at Michigan, and he played at Michigan.
By the way, Jay Thornbear got credited with a blocked shot in that game somehow. And he's a face-off guy. Good for him.
Yeah, it is good for him.
But no, Nick Rowlett he was 56%. He won 18 of 32.
I was talking to Nick, and he's been really healthy. I asked him about Bill Columbus. Like, why is that guy still on the roster if he's not playing? They're saying they see a lot of potential in him. They want to keep him. He just can't make the roster right now. So it looks like maybe Bo is being kept as like a trading option, maybe for another guy,
or maybe he's going to work his butt off and get better.
I would say no. I would say Nick Rowlett's their guy. After talking to him, I wasn't sure, but after I did talk to him, he does seem bought in with the team. Everybody seems bought in with Nick Rowlett because he's being consistent. I mean, look, if you consistently win 45 to 55,
I was going to say 40. Like 40 feels like decent. Like you're not getting smoked, you know.
No, he's doing his job, and he's young too. But you gotta understand, all these guys would jump ship if they could, if it was for more money. So they're really here just to get the paycheck. Yeah, obviously, but like no one's here like for the pride of their city most of the time. You know,
he's only 26. You're correct. He's winning 63% this year. Not bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last year he's in the 40-50 range. Now he's
from Virginia.
Exactly. He's also blind in one eye too.
You say that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was playing pickup basketball with the guy. He is nice 3-pointer. He's really good.
The hand-eye coordination on that is ridiculous. All right, let's get to predictions. That's the headlines were fine. It was good. Those were good. You gave us a little. I don't want you to get in trouble here. So, all right, we're gonna start off with the first game of the weekend. It's back to Saskatchewan. I called it the Jake Golf. I'm rephrasing it to the Jake Wars. Okay, I feel like Jake Golf sounds a little bit weird.
I have the schedule in front of me, but so I don't have to keep looking down. Can you just tell me matchup and I can give it to you?
Withers, Naso, Thunderbirds, Rush. Who you got?
Oh, rematch right away.
That's what I'm saying.
So let me see here.
It's the first schedule game. Let me see. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock again. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Friday. That's why. Okay, so it's only Friday game.
And it's in Saskatchewan's barn. Yeah.
Correct. Naso, Withers.
Okay, so give me Withers winning again, right? But let's say it's a revenge game for Withers. I'm looking at a 70% game here. I think
70.
Yes, because here's the thing: as a face-off guy, if you play against a really good guy, you catch him. Like you catch him one time
on his tendencies,
on his toes. Oh. You gotta be like, oh, I got the win there. Next game, he's gonna come out harder, faster, stronger than he even knows because his adrenaline's gonna be going, right? So I would say. I was 70% Withers. And now Naso. Now let me say this: if Naso beats Withers here, I will hop on the Naso train. I will be like, this guy's legit. But like,
Right.
he hasn't proved it really. He hasn't proved that he can win against Withers ever really. But he does help his team out a lot. And I will have to say, after talking to Levi Anderson, he those guys get paid extra 30K just to live in Saskatchewan. And
Oh,
those
wow.
Yeah, so those guys are doing a really good job with their players. I think Naso is just being really welcomed into that team. Now, if it was for any other team, I think he would have been cut by now. But
You're insane. You're absolutely
I'm not
insane there.
insane because here's the thing. I
Have you
can name
seen how good he is? Have you
I
watched the
have,
National game?
yeah.
He's
But
nuts.
I could give you 10 other face-off guys who do the same thing.
Oh, I think you're Tim. Okay, Tim Dillon. I need you to realize this year he's at 65%, right?
Okay,
Last year he
listen.
was at 61%. That's against the
Oh,
entire league.
that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Now let me tell you, was his percentage higher in the western part of the league or the eastern part of the league?
I don't know.
It's
He's a
always
top
higher.
5 face-off guy the first 2 years. That's
But
nuts.
there's only how many teams in this league, Mike?
But here's the thing though.
And half the time they don't have a face-off guy.
I promise you, he is one of the better ones for the last 2 years. I promise you.
Then why did we see that in the finals? Then why did we not see him start every game?
He
and do that in the
is.
final?
He
didn't.
is.
He had Mike Messenger come in and take a couple for him. Let me tell you something. If you are a top,
he did too. He did start the finals.
I know, but if he can't go every rep every single time, you can't. Like, this is the audio I hear on Instagram is like, stop calling him a Hall of Famer. Listen, let me tell you something. He's not an all-time great yet. All right, I think he will be. But let me tell you something right now.
He's only 23. Okay? He better not be.
Let me tell you something right now. If you, as a face-off guy in a NLL Cup, can't, 1, take every rep, 2.
He hurt too.
Yeah, he was hurt. But here's the thing. It's the championship. You have 3 games to win a championship. If you're hurt, you got to sort of be like, hey, I just got to do what I got to do here. Okay? And look at every other person on that team. They're ripping smelling salts. They're taking whatever they need to take. They're taking their Tylenol, their Adderall. I don't care what they're taking. They're going to go win their chip because they need to.
He took 26 face-offs, 24 face-offs, and 25 face-offs. I don't think Messenger took but 5 total.
That's what I'm saying. But how many goals did they lose by?
They lost in game 3. It was a 3-game series.
Okay, but how many goals did they lose by?
They were tied at halftime. In the final game, they lost 15-6. But Naso in that game went 16 of 25. He beat Farrell handedly.
I'll give that to him.
16-9. It wasn't him they lost.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I love Naso what he's doing, but I've talked to his teammates, man. Like, they all say the same thing. He doesn't know what he's doing half the time. Okay,
I wouldn't say that.
He's doing a lot of stuff on the fly. Like, he's winning faceoffs, but he keeps running down with his head. He's gonna get injured. Like, this isn't American field. And also, like, here's the thing: he rotates a lot, which people love because it's unorthodox for his position. But it's good with this height and weight.
Rotates?
Like, he stays low and he rotates a lot compared to other guys.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. But, ultimately, like, I can't buy in on him yet because I've seen face-off guys, and it's hard for me to buy in on Naso because here's the thing. He's All-American in college, yes. He was
the best face-off guy ever at Duke, yes.
No, I wouldn't say that.
He broke the record for Duke.
Dude, I'm pretty sure his name was Brendan Fowler or something. Brendan.
Well, he's better than Fowler, though.
Dude, look up 2014 Duke face-off guy. His long hair. I'm pretty sure his name is Brendan. This guy played in the MLL with the Charlotte Hounds. This guy was insane.
Yeah.
Also, he was playing against prime, like, knee-down face-off guys.
Can you imagine? What is knee down? Like, I love this terminology.
Okay. So Naso came from the era of knee down to stand up in college. So he was a stand-up face-off guy. So his hands were like this. He had no knees on the ground. He's on both feet.
You're saying, okay.
Okay. So both his feet were on the ground, like this, and none of his knees could touch the ground. Okay.
Is that it's because of a rule or
his NCAA rules change? Okay.
Oh, it's dumb.
I know, because I wanted the game to be faster and everything.
I
How you
wonder
see it
why.
and how you see it now, like, Withers on the knee with a motorcycle grip, punching the ball. That's how it was. Now, that's how it was in college for a very, very, very long time, and you saw the best of the best face-off guys do that. You had your Joe Nardellos, you had your Baptiste, you had your, Farrell was that type of style too. You
Mhm.
had those Duke face-off guys in the 2010s, like, those guys were insane. And, you gotta take a look at everything in the big picture, but I'll just say this to wrap up what I'm saying against Naso
Mhm.
is, I like what he's doing, I respect what he's doing, but he's only 2 years in the league. You can't say that about any
He is
face-off
new to
guy.
box. He is new to box.
He's new to box, so I can't say with 100% certainty, if I had to take my pick of all the face-off guys in the league, he wouldn't be my pick to win a championship, on my team, because
Sure.
I just don't feel like I could trust him in those, like,
But he's a top
last minute
3 or 4
moments.
pick, though, I feel like. I mean, you got Ignacio. You would probably take him or Jackson. Actually, I have a not a challenge. I want to make a competition with you here. All right.
Yeah.
I want to let's make like I know we're gonna do this in a couple weeks when they play. Saskatchewan at Vegas. Okay. Hammer
Sure.
Jackson, Naso. How much? I'm sure you're gonna take Hammer Jackson. Are you?
Yeah, of course, he's my guy.
What is your just for the early predictions here? What do you think it's going to be percentage wise for Hammer Jackson winning?
I
Close
mean,
or what?
I'm always gonna say, like, the guy is gonna play better every game.
Uh-huh.
I'll say like a 55-60% game. This is gonna be a tough matchup.
60%.
They're stylistically very different, but the same size roughly.
Uh-huh.
And, Naso is just gonna have better wings, honestly. He's gonna have
Oh, okay, so it's the way.
it really is. I mean, his wings do save him a lot of times because
I mean,
you'll see him flailing about on the ground and trying to pick up a
oh
ball.
gosh,
Yeah,
that's
but
not true, but okay.
what do you mean? He's on the ground like every other face off. He never
Yeah,
barely wins
but
anything
he
clean.
still has a bunch of loose balls. It's not like he's not trying. Like
No, I mean
no, I'm not saying
he
he's not trying,
does.
but okay. I'm gonna go Naso gets him 65% or more. I'm gonna go Naso.
All right.
It might be
Like
70, but we're going 65.
yeah, all right. It's a fair assessment if you want to go that
All
route.
right, let's do Ottawa, Oshawa. Ready?
Auto Oshawa, dude, it's just gonna be
This is
Oshawa.
because Oshawa still doesn't have their guy. So let me just make sure. Oshawa, where's my stats go? There they are. So Ottawa, Oshawa's been rolling out Mike Byrne, who's got 60%, pretty good.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job, but he is going against a journeyman faceoff guy. I'll give
Yeah,
it to
who's the
Ottawa.
Ottawa?
I would usually yeah, he's all-time faceoff winner in this league.
Who was that?
The Ottawa faceoff guy?
It's been Reed Kurtz so far.
Yeah, he's an all-time faceoff winner in this league.
He's at 20%.
I know. I don't know how he has a job, but he's been
He's
in the
24
league.
years old.
Are you sure?
Yes. I don't think you're maybe thinking of Thornbear maybe before.
Yeah, Thornberg. He was playing last week.
Yeah, but I thought he was playing for a different team. Hold on here.
No, Thornberg plays for Ottawa.
Oh, he did. That's weird. What the heck?
Yeah.
What am I looking at? Hold on here.
Maybe like loose ball, most loose balls.
There he is. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, it was right at the bottom. My bad. Thornbear, he's at 45. Okay, so you're taking it's my bad. Thornbear and Mike Byrne. Who you got?
I'm taking Thornberg here.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's just it's not gonna be a close win. It's probably gonna be 55%.
I like that.
But it's just because Burns very athletic. He does know how to clamp the ball and he can
Okay.
score, as we did see. By the way, he was
I
so
like
in the
that.
crease. I don't know why no one like asked for a challenge there. That guy was in the
Ooh.
crease.
All right.
But
Yeah. Next
Thornberg
up,
is a legend though. Love that guy.
Hammer Jackson and Farrell. That should be good. Vegas and Bandits.
Okay, so this is a game where it's like it's anybody's ball, really. I mean, it's in Vegas, yeah?
It's in Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo. All right.
Homecoming for Fraser and Kluche.
Okay, so I would probably say, last time they played, Hammer was like a 40% guy against Farrell.
Is
It
it?
got yeah. He
He's like, where was this was in the NLL, right?
yeah, it was in Buffalo too.
I'm
So
looking at the correct stats. I'm making sure we get this right.
this just messed. This messed me. I honestly can't remember the exact number that far back,
I'm
but
looking at it.
what I
There was
can say,
one game It was I'm just making sure this was on come on. This was on March of this year, and Farrell was 18 of 25. Hammer Jackson won. It was 72% Farrell.
Yeah, so 34%. So
30.
I would probably say like honestly, I gotta this is gonna be a big test for Hammer. We haven't seen him this healthy with this, all this stuff. So I will say let me go 50%.
50.
Even
Okay, I like that. You're going 50
because
50.
if Farrell gets to win, he's just bigger and he's at his home barn. It is what it is. But
Yeah.
Hammer Jackson can really dig deep here and figure out, how bad he wants this one, then he'll do it. I
So
know he
you
will.
think Hammer Jackson has a chance to? We'll say if it's like 55 or 60 to 40, that'll be a win for you because it's way different than it was the first time.
Yeah, I would say, but he's also been like this, like very good, very consistent.
Even though
throughout
you're
the
saying 50-50, I like that's like it's
Yeah.
going to be closer. Okay. Rochester with God bless Jeremy Thompson, and then Matthew Pilato against for Colorado. This is tough.
This is the only game of the year where I'll say like Jeremy has a chance.
What?
Jeremy has a chance to be like 40%.
Oh,
He has a
so you're
chance.
saying Pilato only gets 60%?
Yeah, I mean I love Polano, he's doing good, but like this is where experience comes to play.
Oh, jeez, man.
Polano's young. Jeremy knows every trick in the book, and he's probably gonna just counter the crap out of the guy and get it to his wings. So I'm saying this is like a good game for Jeremy, get like maybe 40-30%.
I will say Pilato against Rowlett was 8 of 19. That was the only face-off guy Pilato's played so far. That was
Yeah, I was
actually
gonna say Rowlett's a dog right now.
For Jeremy, he's 10 of 57, but he's also played Baptiste. And then also against Rowlett, Jeremy was 8 of 31. So it looks
All
like
I'm gonna say
it
is
looks like 60-40. That's a good pick by you. I
all I'm
like
gonna
that.
say is with Jeremy, I did talk to Rowlett, he did talk to Jeremy. He told me this. So the only reason the guy's in the league right now is for a paycheck, which I respect.
Who?
Jeremy.
Jeremy said that to you?
No, Nick said it to me because this is what Jeremy said to him.
And
That
you feel comfortable saying that on live air?
I feel comfortable saying that
God.
because it's true. Jeremy Thompson's
God.
in this league right now to get a paycheck like everybody else is.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
he's a
only to
family
get a paycheck or because he loved lacrosse?
buddy. Let me tell you, he
Oh,
is going
no.
20% right now. He loves what he does. But
I
let me
know.
tell you something. If you need to put food on the table
It is love of the game.
and his love of the game, then yeah,
Oh,
I
my
would love to get
Lord.
paid for doing that. I think everybody gets paid for doing it. I'm just saying he's fighting for a paycheck right now. Like it's what he needs is a paycheck.
Oh.
And I think he's at the end of his career. They're doing him a favor. And I think, it is what it is.
All right, Anastasio for Calgary, Baptiste for Seals. This is a crazy matchup. This is nuts.
Give me an Osseo. Give me an Osseo. Here's the thing. Let me hold on. Let me say
Oh, I
something.
agree with you, by the way.
I do agree with me too. But what I do have to say is if Ignacio mentally doesn't like crap the bed, as one would say,
Wow.
he should be fine. If he just isn't in his head,
Whoa. So what is your percentage prediction? Because I have a wild stat for you.
here's the thing. I
What
know
is it?
Ignacio hasn't had the best track record against Baptiste, but in the World Games, I did see him play very well against him. So let me see. Just give it 50-50 right here. It could go any way, but if Baptiste can see that Ignacio mentally isn't there, it's going to be a blowout.
So it's interesting. Baptiste went 19 of 30 against him last time. 19 to 11 it's kind of like 66%. If it's closer, I think that's another win for you. Like you said, 50-50 kind of area. So
50-50. Well, it could also just be an absolute blowout by Baptiste.
So again, Jake Withers 70% against Naso, which I think you're drunk. Thornbear 55% against Mike Byrne for Ottawa, as Ottawa Black Bears will get the win there. Well, you're just saying for faceoffs.
Yeah.
Desert Dogs, Farrell and Hammer Jacks will go 50-50, which is crazy. Pilato will get 60% against Jeremy Thompson, which I don't hate. And then Justin Anasio 50-50 area, but Baptiste might get the edge there for the Seals game. Okay. I know you didn't prepare for this. Oh wow, my pen drops. I know you didn't prepare for this. Do you have your Britney Spears wig laying around?
Buddy, no. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Well,
But
okay, I was just wondering. We'll do it next time.
yeah, I'll do it next time. But
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's amazing.
dude, it's in a suitcase somewhere. I gotta figure out where the thing is.
Gee, well, at least you
It's
packed
deep.
it. Good for you.
It's deep somewhere.
I know whenever you do, I know you like to switch hairdos. It's a Tim Dillon thing. I understand it, so you're respected. Maybe we could do like a red Reba thing. You know, don't do that.
Maybe, never know.
Oh man, thank you, Tim Dillon. Stay mucho mucho.
Oh, I would like to say one thing.
Oh.
Love doing this. Love doing my job out here. For any WWE fans, Chris Jericho makes his return on Raw Monday night.
Interesting.
It's a great match if you want to watch it. And
You know,
Happy New Year's, everybody, and hopefully everybody gets home safe from all the parties. And have a great New Year. And please watch the show, and please tune into your local NLL, and please go to your local NLL and respective box games. People love it. Good time. All right, be safe, everybody.
One last thing I'll say for you is that we will know if lacrosse has made it if NLL guys are guest starring on WWE.
Oh, that's actually like
we would have made it at that point.
The Vancouver Warriors with Hammer Jackson did do a wrestling segment with the local wrestling.
That is not WWE, sir. How dare you?
I know it's at WWE, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good that they did that. I mean, it's cool.
Hasta mañana, Tim Dillon. Thank you again for toughing it out. Stay safe, bro. Hey, kids, where'd he go? This guy. That was fun. Thank you to Tim Dillon once again for all he does. We come back to this awesome show. Let's create the narrative. What are NLL fans discussing for week 6? We're going to wrap it up next. It's 2026, which is crazy. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Welcome back to Daily Dive. It is January 1st, 2026. Folks, it is time to create the narrative. We talked about a Rochester hot take that I had where I said that Rochester is a team that I don't care about what happens at Colorado. I think they're going to beat Colorado. But I think their 5 games against Saskatchewan, Buffalo, and Vancouver are a big deal. We talked to Tim Dillon, who again told us that Withers will go 70% against Jake Naso. Jay Thornbear will go 55% against Mike Byrne. Hammer Jackson and Farrell might do 50-50 on the faceoffs. Matt Pilato will get 60% against Jeremy Thompson. And then Justin Anasio and Baptiste will be pretty even though Baptiste might get the edge. All right, folks, let's create the narrative for week number 6. I actually love doing this, folks. It is so fun. So we're going to write up the script, and not really a script, but more like a I love this. More like just what are fans talking about? Like the barbershop talk, you know what I'm saying? All right, first game. We have got Halifax at Saskatchewan. Basically, the story here is the rivalry continues. It's a brewing, hard-fought rivalry. I want to predict a fight so badly because there's no way these teams just keep roughing it up. I think Halifax is going to have a mission in the first half to have a fight based on the way the last game ended. I think we're getting some fun stuff, some fireworks. The rivalry continues. And does Austin Shanks hate the Thunderbirds? The dude always scores clutch goals against them since he's been with the Rush. It's impressive stuff. What a first game on Friday. Ottawa Black Bears and Oshawa Firewolves. Look me dead in my eyes, Oshawa. This is a must-win for you. You are 1-3. You stink. Your offense is garbage. I've got you as my number 8 team because I believe Alex Simmons, the superstar. I believe Dyson Williams and Ty Kurtz and others can figure it out. So get to the middle. Get gritty. You're better than this. Don't fail again. If you fall to 1-4, you are not making the playoffs. I can promise you that now. You're not making the playoffs. There's no way the Oshawa Firewolves come in to this game where the Ottawa Black Bears are literally bringing a bus of fans to Oshawa in a really big rivalry game. Both teams posting about it on social media. Oshawa, you are the better team. You were expected to bounce back in the finals 2 years ago. You added Dyson Williams and now you fall flat on your face? Come on. It's a must-win for Oshawa. Las Vegas at Buffalo. Well, the big story here, it is Chase Fraser, a.k.a. Sicko, a.k.a. Circus, and Chris Kluche going back to Buffalo. Remember, they were there for the ring ceremony? Well, now it's time to be on the other side. This is the game where it officially ends. The ceremony's over. The wedding is done. We're divorced now. We moved on. Even though we're still friends, we're now ready to beat you. We are your enemy, Fraser and Kluche say. Also, it's the start of Tucker Out Lymphoma Cup 2. Very impressive stuff. Buffalo is the defending champs of that. We'll see if they can get a big win to start. It's in Bandit Land. Rochester at Colorado. This, of course, might be the biggest game of the week because Jack Hanna is playing for the first time this year and should be playing in Ball Arena, which is massive because Colorado's coming off a 3-goal game against Georgia. But if Jack Hanna plays, it'll be a big story. But my biggest narrative of this game, besides Jack Hanna, which will be a big story as well, I think that I want to see if Rochester's offense and Ryland Hartley can continue their hot start. I already told you guys, I think Nighthawks have championship aspirations. But I believe if they are that good, not only do they win 2 or 3 games in the 5 games they play Saskatchewan, Vancouver, and Buffalo, they also take care of business in Colorado. Darn Jack Hanna, darn Andrew Q if he plays, darn Eli McLaughlin when he comes back. This ain't about y'all, it's about us. Rochester should be the better team. I'm expecting big things from them. Big story is Jack Hanna, though. And finally, the last game is Calgary at San Diego. This is not a must-win for the Seals yet, but they've also only played 2 games. And the 2 games they played, they were up by 5 goals early against Ottawa, and that turned into a shootout. They then got blasted by Ryland Hartley and the Nighthawks, 15-7. How is San Diego going to respond? They've had a lot of time in the sunshine to think about this. It's time to strap down and make a statement. We know Seals should be the better team, but Calgary, I keep saying it, they've been pesky. They were close with the Rush. They were close with Buffalo until the wheels fell off. Calgary is not good. even if Calgary wins no games this year, they are going to be the loudest, terrible team of all time. San Diego, do not play with your food. Well, we had a fun show today. I cannot wait till tomorrow where we make our predictions and best bets. I know I have been kind of up and down, mostly down. I'm ready to bounce back. And I am going to have a surprise for you guys tomorrow when Captain comes on the show. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. This has been Daily Dive. We hope you continue to stay safe. I know I'm going to have a fun day. I'm going to enjoy watching the college football playoff. I'm going to enjoy going to a friend's house as well. Going to be great. And I know also Stranger Things, if we're going to get into pop culture, is also crazy as well. But yeah, thanks so much for watching today's show. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. This has been Daily Dive. Bye.